Hello friends, today we are expanding the capacity of an iPhone 14 Pro. We need to test the air tightness of iPhone. After the pressure is reached, it needs to be maintained for 20 seconds. Okay, the phone does not leak air. The storage of this phone is 128 gigabytes. This customer requires expansion to 1 terabyte. This is a brand new machine. After activation, let us directly expand the storage capacity. Next, start taking apart the screen. Put it into the heated display removal fixture for heating. After the temperature requires continuous heating for 2 minutes. After heating is completed, we put down the suction cup. Slowly lift the screen. This knob is torqued. This will not easily damage the screen. The screen is already on. We're going to take off the phone. Wear an electrostatic bracelet. Test to see if the function is normal. Now we start to open the screen. Take a look at what's going on inside. It's still very clean inside, but the rear camera protective cover, there are fingerprints here. Many mobile phones have this problem after being disassembled. Now let's protect Face ID. Start removing the screws of the screen protective cover. Remove protective cover. Pry open the battery cable, screen cable. Remove the screen. Next we start to remove the motherboard. I need to remove this earpiece. Then remove the screws from the motherboard. Unclip all cables. We are ready to remove the motherboard. Add a little bit of alcohol. Take off this foam. Removed foam. We all have to replace our customers with new ones. There is also this protective sticker for NAND flash. Next we use this high temperature tape to fix the motherboard. Prevent the motherboard from dislocating during the heating process. The motherboard has been fixed. We put it on this fixture. The vinyl around the NAND flash needs to be cleaned. Cleanup completed. Evenly heats NAND flash. Remove NAND flash. Add a little bit of flux. Use this low temperature tin to neutralize it. Then use solder wick. Flatten the solder joints on the motherboard above. Then clean up the remaining vinyl on the motherboard. Let's clean up all the vinyl around. This place must be cleaned up. If it is not cleaned properly, when the time comes to install new NAND flash, the recovery will not be in place. It is easy to cause virtual soldering. Clean it up. Cleanup completed. Let's deal with the NAND flash surface again. iPhone 14 series 1 terabyte NAND flash solder joints are relatively small. We use medium temperature tin at 183 degrees. Then start tin planting. Here we are going to blow the tin into a ball shape, because the solder joints are relatively small. Let's take a look. Then heat it again. This is the effect after we implanted the tin. Next we heat up the motherboard. Add a little bit of flux. Then put NAND flash. Even heating. After the temperature reaches, just feel like it's rebounding. Okay, NAND flash has been installed. Next we take off the high temperature tape. Peel off the high temperature sticker on this NAND flash. Next we start to enter the vinyl of this BGA. Okay, already finished. This is the result after we finish tying the vinyl. Next we need to put it into the BGA vinyl curing equipment. Preheat and heat. Welding after heating. Keep warm after welding. After keeping warm, start to cool down. The cooling process takes about 10 minutes. The whole process takes about 40 minutes. Cooling completed. Let's take out this motherboard and take a look. This is the effect after we seal the glue and cure it. Put the sticker on the back of the motherboard. Give him a new one too. Repost a brand new heat dissipation sticker on the back. There are also protective stickers for NAND flash, and the foam I just removed. Replace them all with brand new ones. Next, let's clean up the remaining waterproof glue on the frame. This is what it looks like after we clean it up. Clean the dust on the camera protective cover again. Next, we start installing the motherboard. Put it in a fixed position. Then buckle all the cables. Good. Next, we install the fixing screws of the motherboard. The motherboard is now installed. Let's start installing Face ID. And this earpiece. Next, we start to apply a brand new original waterproof glue to the iPhone. Then use the original waterproof glue pressure maintaining board. Put in the display adhesive press tool. Hold pressure for 30 seconds. Pressure holding completed. Remove protective cover. Peel off the second layer of protective film of waterproof glue. We are ready to start the installation screen. Fasten the screen cable. Clean the battery cable. Replace the protective cover. First, put the screws into the fixed position. Then use a torque screwdriver to tighten the screws. All torque is applied. We peel off the last protective film of waterproof glue. Ready to start snapping the screen. Let's check. Make sure there is no problem. Start closing the screen. Then clear the screen. Put the display adhesive press again. Hold pressure for 30 seconds. The same is the average pressure of 75 kilograms. Hold pressure for 30 seconds. We screw on the bottom screws. Let's test the air tightness of the phone again after we repair it. We start vacuuming. Pressure reaches. Need to hold pressure for 20 seconds. The phone does not leak air. Restored original waterproof and dustproof performance before disassembly and repair. After this expansion is completed, we need to flash the machine. Next, we will root the iPhone. Rooting completed. Open the software first. Reactivate this iPhone. After activation, let's take a look at the storage capacity of this phone. Now it is 1 terabyte. Let's take a look at the software's shit results again. Charge 0 times. Display expansion machine. Okay, the expansion has been completed. Let's clear the screen. Put back the protective sticker of the original machine. Replace the card tray.